Hello friends, today we are going to see how we can understand schema trigger in just 10 minutes. Okay, before going to the concept of schema trigger, first let us see why there was a need of schema trigger. So here you can see this is the circuit of an ideal comparator, and we know the output of a comparator is VO equals to plus minus V set. Okay, and the condition for this is if VA is greater than VB. Basically, if this inverting terminal have a voltage greater than non-inverting terminal, then the output will be minus Vset, and if VA is less than VB, then it means the output will be plus Vset. Okay, let's say I provide an input voltage at VA. Okay, this is my input voltage, and I provide a reference voltage at VB. Okay, so I can say if my V in is greater than my V reference, I will get minus V set, and if V in is less than V reference, then I will get plus V set. But here is a drawback. Let's say if my V in is a 5 volt and my reference is V reference is 5 volt also. But now if my V in is increased to 5.00001, let's say, so here you can see my V in is greater than V reference now. So according to the concept, I will get minus V set at the output. So from this you can conclude even with a small noise in a V in, your output is going to be changed. This is a major drawback, and to remove this we are here to the practical comparator. This is what your schema trigger, this is what your bistable multivibrator. We will see why this name is given to this schema trigger in further minutes. Okay, so here we are. The drawback of this comparator is solved here by having a two threshold voltage. By having a two threshold voltage, the drawback of this comparator is solved. How, we will see in further minutes. Now if you apply your input voltage at this terminal and you have a reference, let's say at this VB, so you will have a reference here. Now if you see clearly, your reference is converted into two threshold. How? Let's see. If VO is plus V set, you will get VB as RA upon RA plus RB into plus V set. Okay, this is what your upper threshold. Okay, and if VO is minus V set, then you will get your VB as RA upon RA plus RB into minus of V set. This is your lower threshold. Okay, so here you can see, here I was having only one threshold voltage, that is was my one reference, and here you have two reference, basically two threshold voltage. Now let's say your output is plus V set. Okay, so as per this, your this reference will be active, basically upper threshold reference will be active. So your output will change only if your V in is greater than VB. Okay, that is your output will shift from plus V set to minus V set. Okay, and now as your output voltage is changed to minus V set, that means your lower threshold voltage get active. Okay, so now if your V in is less than VB, then only your output will change from minus V set to plus V set. We will see this thing in a more clear way by taking an example. Okay, so for example, I have taken RA as 2K, RB as 4K, and my plus V set and minus V set is 12 and minus 12 now, and my input voltage is 15 sine omega t. Basically it will vary from 15 to minus 15. Okay, now let us calculate upper threshold first. So it will be RA upon RA plus RB into plus V set. Basically whenever our output voltage is plus V set, then we will calculate our upper threshold, and whenever our output voltage is minus V set, then we will calculate our VLT. So we will get as 2 upon 2 plus 4, basically 2 upon 6 is 1 upon 3 into plus V set is plus 12. So we will get 12 by 3 as plus 4 volt, and here for lower threshold voltage we will get 1 by 3 into minus 12. So basically minus 4 volts. So in short, we get upper threshold voltage as plus 4 volt and VLT as minus 4 volts. So this is our upper threshold voltage is plus 4, and this is our lower threshold voltage, so it will be minus 4 volt. Okay, this is our lower threshold voltage. This is the waveform of input voltage, which is varying from plus 15 to minus 15. Okay, now let us see the output. In this instant, our input voltage is less than upper threshold voltage, so basically inverting terminal voltage is having less potential than non-inverting terminal voltage. So we will get plus Vset as our output. So basically we will get plus 12 as our output. Okay, and now at this instant our input voltage crossed our upper threshold voltage. Basically inverting terminal voltage is having more positive voltage as compared to non-inverting terminal voltage. So we will get minus Vset at the output. So we will get minus Vsat out at the output. Now since at this phase our output voltage is minus Vsat, it means our lower threshold voltage will be active. So now we will compare our input voltage with this lower threshold voltage minus 4 volt. Okay, as soon as our input voltage become less than VLT, so our output voltage will change from minus Vset to plus Vset. So you can see at this instant our input voltage is getting less than VLT, so our output voltage will change from minus Vset to plus Vset. Now again at this phase our output voltage become plus Vset, so basically our upper threshold will become active. So we will compare our input voltage with upper threshold voltage. Okay, so as soon as our input voltage crosses this upper threshold voltage, our output voltage will change from plus Vset to minus Vset. Okay, and so on. So you can see this is our output voltage, and we can say we have solved the issue of comparator. How? Let's see. Let's say you have an input voltage as plus 4 going. Okay, and you have a upper threshold voltage as plus 4 and lower threshold voltage as minus 4. Okay, so now as soon as your input voltage become 4.0001, it means your output voltage will gonna change from plus Vset to minus Vset. So it means your output voltage is getting changed to minus Vset. But now if our input voltage become less than 4, basically 3.991, but at this time our output voltage is not going to change from minus Vset to plus Vset, because at this time our lower threshold voltage will become active. Okay, so to change from minus Vset to plus Vset, our input voltage must become less than minus 4 volt. But in case of comparator, it was we were having only one reference voltage, that was plus 4, and if our input voltage become greater than plus 4, then we will be having minus Vset at the output, and if our input voltage become less than plus 4, basically 3.99, then we will be having plus Vset. So you can see by small fluctuation also there was a change in output. So you can see this issue is solved by using Schmitt trigger. Okay, now let's draw the hysteresis curve for this Schmitt trigger. So basically hysteresis curve is a transfer characteristics. Okay, hysteresis curve is a transfer characteristics of VO versus V in. So to draw, first you should have a input voltage and output voltage. Okay, let me mark my input voltage as minus 15 volt here and plus 15 volt here. Okay, to draw the hysteresis curve, first we see this increasing journey of our input voltage. So here you can see at this point at minus 15 volt we have output voltage as plus Vset. Okay, so we will draw at minus 15 volt, we will draw plus Vset. Let's say this is our minus 4 and plus 4. Basically this is our lower threshold voltage and this is our upper threshold voltage. Okay, now as soon as our input voltage crosses our upper threshold voltage, output voltage get changed from plus Vset to minus Vset. Okay, so as soon as our input voltage crosses plus 4 volt, our output voltage change from plus Vset to minus Vset. Okay, so we will be having this kind of curve. Okay, so at plus 15 volt, you can see at plus 15 volt we are having minus Vset. So this is our journey. As soon as our input voltage crosses plus 4 volt, our output voltage changes from plus Vset to minus Vset. Okay, now let's see the decreasing journey of our input voltage. So for that we will see this curve. Okay, this curve. So at plus 15 volt, you can see we have a minus Vset at the output. At plus 15 volt we have a minus Vset at the output. Okay, now as soon as our input voltage crosses lower threshold voltage, our output voltage changes from minus Vset to plus Vset. Okay, so we will be having output voltage changes from minus Vset to plus Vset when at minus 4, and this will be happen when our input voltage crosses lower threshold voltage. So you can see as our input voltage crosses minus 4 volt, our output voltage changes from minus Vset to plus Vset. Okay, so this is our decreasing journey of our input voltage. So this is our hysteresis loop, and the hysteresis voltage is basically VUT minus VLT, basically upper threshold minus lower threshold. So this is our hysteresis voltage. And one thing you can also observe is the direction of this loop is clockwise direction, and from the circuit you can see the input voltage is given to the inverting terminal. So always you will find a clockwise direction of your hysteresis loop if you apply input voltage at inverting terminal, and you will find your hysteresis loop in anti-clockwise direction when you applied your input voltage at your non-inverting terminal. Okay, so this was all about the skimmer trigger, and in further video we will see gauge sum based on skimmer trigger. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys.
हेलो दोस्तों, अगर आपको मेरी वीडियो पसंद आ रही हो तो डू लाइक दिस वीडियो, शेयर विथ योर फ्रेंड्स एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल. थैंक यू.